Hey there, today I want to give you a demonstration on how to apply Jamberry nail wraps to very curved nails. As you can see, my nails are curved this way as well as this way. So those of us with curved nails need to take a little bit more care when we apply our wraps, and it takes a little bit more attention. My thumbs are not quite as curved, but as you can see, the majority of my nails are. So I want to give you a quick demonstration as to how to do that. I've already applied 8 of my 10 nails. I saved these for you. So as you see, I've used only 4 strips. This will do my 9th and 10th nail. I'm just going to cut it out with my scissors that are included in the application kit. And then that particular strip, the curved portion, is what will go at the cuticle. 1/2 on one side, 1/2 on the other side. So I'll cut this nail in half. And then using my orange stick that is included in the application kit, I will lift off the wrap and then hold it to my mini heater, which I have here. This is made for the Jamberry nail wraps. Just going to hold it a couple seconds just till it starts to get a little bit flexible. Then I want to lay it at my cuticle as close as I can without touching the skin. I can touch this top portion because that is not going to touch my nail. So what I want to do is just push the base a tiny little bit just to make sure that we have a nice placement. I'm going to heat the one side of my nail. So this is my second heat. My first heat was just to get it so that it would stick. I'm going to push down just this side of my nail and the center. So I have a nice tight seal. Remember, it's better to have your nail a little bit too small, have a little bit of a space on the side, than to have it too big, because then it'll start to get wrinkles. Now I'm going to heat the other side again, and I will push my side down, and I also want to give it a little tiny pull at the top. So it's a little bit of a push and a pull. A little bit of a, not too much stretching. You don't want to really stretch it out, but you want to just give it a little tiny pull so that it will get out any of the little bubbles or wrinkles. I then take my purple cuticle pusher that comes in the application kit, give this a nice push all the way around. We want to make sure it's sealed really well so that no water can get underneath. It's a nice tight seal. Then I will trim the excess at the top. I normally wait to file until I'm all the way done, all my nails, just to make sure they're nice and cooled. So let me repeat the application for the other side. Going to take it off with my orange stick, heat it for just a couple seconds. Working backwards here. Lay it at my cuticle as close as I can without touching. Always want to straighten it. You can lift it a little bit if you need to. This one's a little harder because of the line in the design. I want to make sure it's nice and straight. I want to heat the one side and push it down. So I'm doing the middle and the side, as you can see. Then I'm going to heat the other side and push and give a little bit of a pull at the end. Okay, then I use my purple pusher again. A nice push around the edges, up at the top. I will use my scissors, cut off a tiny bit of the excess at the top before I file. Now that other nail is nice and cooled because I waited a couple seconds. So I take my Jamberry file that comes in the application kit, and I file in a downward motion. This will take off that little bit of an excess at the tip. Always downward. You don't want to go upward, side to side, because you want your seal to stay nice and tight. Get over at the end. Okay. So then I normally take either my Jamberry glass file or my buffer block. I do a little bit of a snag test to make sure I don't have any rough spots. Give it a little bit of a sanding just to make sure it's nice and smooth. I'll do the same thing with the other nail. Downward motion. Oop, there goes my little bit of an edge. And then I'll take my buffer block and just give it a little bit of a sanding there at the edge. And see how I don't have any wrinkles or bubbles in those really curved nails. Voila!